Hello again, Dyke Drummond here with part 3 of our Entrepreneur Success Brain Training video series. And in the last video I said I would answer the following question: what do the following things have in common? When you go off to a conference and you get all excited about some new concept and want to come back and make some changes in your business, New Year's resolutions, diets, and winning the lottery. Well, here's what they have in common. None of them can reliably make a lasting change in your life. It's as if there's some invisible force that rejects our change efforts, both in business and in our personal lives. Well, in this video, we're going to talk about what that force is, and I'm going to raise your awareness so that your brain can see the patterns. It's like the movie The Matrix, where at the end, Neo can see the Matrix around him all of a sudden and understand it completely. Mysterious, huh? Well, I'm going to show you how this works with regards to change in your life. It's going to make everything a lot easier. So let's get started. The important concept here is that no matter who you are, no matter where you live, no matter what business you're in, your life already has a design. And you may have heard, people say your life is like a box. I've actually used that metaphor to describe your comfort zone. But I don't know about you, my life is a lot more complicated and richer than a box. So let's build a new metaphor to teach this point. So imagine over here, there's actually the floor plan for a house. It's got multiple rooms, porches, things like that. That's more like what my life is like, because I've got sections of my life that are devoted to my physical fitness, one to my family, to my business, to hiking, to cooking, to playing the guitar. All of those things are in there. And what I can say is each of us has our own unique design for our life. Some of it we built consciously, and some of it we built without being aware of what we were doing. No matter, there is a design, and that design is 100% responsible for all the results that we see in our life. And if you accept the fact that you have the power to change your reality and change your life design, you have to take responsibility for this design and all the results it produces or doesn't produce. But here's the key point and why this design is resistant to change. It's resistant to change because it's full. Most people have a life and a life design that's completely packed. So when you come in with great new ideas and you want to do something different, a New Year's resolution or a plan after a conference, and you attempt to jam it into the existing design, it gets rejected. It's like a rubber ball bouncing off a wall. The only way to make lasting change in your life is to make a change in the design. And let me give you an unfortunate example of how powerful this is. Have you ever read a testimonial for somebody's coaching system or somebody's business system that said, 3 months ago I got divorced after a 20-year marriage, went completely bankrupt, and now I use Johnny's system, and 3 months later I'm a millionaire? How can what I said about life design be compatible with that kind of dramatic change in somebody's circumstances? Well, if you think about it, think about the design of this person's life. The divorce and the bankruptcy, whatever, wiped it clean, completely took their life design off the map so that they could build from scratch. And actually, even though those are unfortunate circumstances for that individual person, it actually makes it a lot easier for them than it is for us. Here's what I mean. You see, our life is full. There's our design. What do we do if we want new results and want to take new actions when our life design is packed? That's exactly what I work with my individual coaching clients, because we're always working on getting new results. We're always working on taking new actions. And in order to put new actions into a new design, you have to change the design. The design has two components too: the architecture, the things that you do, and the environment. Creating the environment and the context and the living situation that supports you taking those actions. And it's important too to remember that environment is just as important as architecture. As a matter of fact, one of my mentors used to say, environment is stronger than willpower. And let me give you a quick example of the truth of that statement. Remember the last time you were in the office for a full week's worth of work, you had a punch list and you were really having trouble getting through it. You couldn't get yourself motivated, couldn't get the actions taken care of. It was really frustrating. Got it? Good. Now, remember the last time you had a week's worth of work may have been a similar size list, but you were taking a really important vacation starting Thursday morning. Let's say it's to Disneyland, but you were really excited about it. I wonder how long it took you to execute on that same size punch list. I'll bet you were done Tuesday evening and twiddled your thumbs all day Wednesday. See, a deadline is a feature of the environment. It doesn't have anything to do with the actual action steps, the architecture of that week. But it puts you in a completely different state of motivation and helps get the work done. It's stronger than willpower. So building change into your life is, at least in part, a process of looking at your environment as well as the architecture or the things that you're doing. So now that I've raised your awareness around architecture, environment, and having to change your existing life design, what's going to happen is your brain is going to do one of those things that the cerebral cortex does the best and start to see patterns. Remember, I've said pattern recognition is one of the things the brain does really, really well. And here's how we start to see and alter those patterns. Let's say that you want a new result in your life. Let's say that you'd like to lose 15 pounds. And you notice your life design is sitting there. The things that you do and the environment in which you do them. Your brain is going to see things in your current life design that are inconsistent with your desire to lose 15 pounds. That's the first step of a process I take all my coaching clients through when they want to get new results in their life. It's called the QIC process, and Q stands for quit. So the first thing we do is take your new goal, scan your existing design, look for the things that are inconsistent with reaching this goal, and Q, quit. The second thing we do is with that space that we've created. Remember, we need some space to put in new features. With the space we created with the quit step, we move on to improve. Yeah, I stands for improve. And when you do the scan of your existing design with your new goal in mind, you're going to see some things that are actually working. Well, don't just keep doing them the same old way. Use your weekly creativity sessions, like we talked about in the last video, to brainstorm ways to improve these actions. Do more of them, delegate them, leverage them, amplify them. What are some ways we can do more of this? There's your brainstorming question right there. So you've quit the things that don't work, you're improving the things that do. Last step is C, create. Again, another use for your creativity sessions every week. What are some new ways we can create that will help us reach this goal even more quickly? So when you get that new idea, have the New Year's resolution, want to lose the weight, win the lottery, use the QIC, quit, improve, and create process to actually alter your existing life design, both the architecture, the things that you do, and the environment in which you do those things, the context, to reach your goals more effectively. And now that you are aware of your life design and the concept of architecture and environment, your brain will begin to see patterns. You'll begin to notice patterns that are consistent with your goals and ones that are inconsistent. Your creativity sessions are there to make the changes that you need. Well, that's it for today's video. In about 3 days, I'm going to send you an email link to the fourth video in the series that's going to talk all about the art and the science of implementation, both why we fall down so massively when it comes to implementation and how to get around these natural brain roadblocks to getting what you want in your life and your business. There's also a link down below if you want to watch that video right now. And for now, here's to your success. Dyke Drummond at Business Development Videos. Have a great rest of your day.